First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. On the return, it's Tarik Cohen. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working out of the gun. Love rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Stafford. Caught by Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the lead.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's Cohen now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. 11 yards there, first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, it just didn't happen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Hands to carry on Johnson.
6 yards left on second down.
Akeem Hicks. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the 2nd round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalue, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
Escaping the pressure run. That one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Great return as they're finally able to take him down.
When you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down. It's Patterson, and for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
23-yard line.
Second and 11. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. Third down here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love from the gun. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar or a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On first down, it's Johnson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down and 4. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
To kick off for Detroit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. They'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Chicago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Love looking to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st down, Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bears draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Love. This is Miller, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going back to Love. This is caught by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down now, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So they will go for it. Stafford. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Taking it down inside the 30. A big run there by Johnson. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's funny, partner. You often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
Kerryon Johnson turned away on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Love. This is caught by Gibb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Chicago.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Christian Jones.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Christian Jones.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
To Eric Saubert.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course,
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back. Get the yoke.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Stafford under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Stafford to his second-year tight end Hawkinson for a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 44.
Stafford on first down.
All right, this is the time of the game when they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Jones.
Second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
To throw again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. But it's going to be second down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
This one out quickly to Amendola. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw now. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Which way? Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Cordero Patterson with now 3 week one touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bears 34. Lions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford, he's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that is complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like when you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Turn as they'll start just past the 20. Now Stafford. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. And crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 50. Whistle down at the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, without question. That should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Chicago...
stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I wear the fire gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
She right got me.
Hit boy and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay.